Forget Tom Hiddleston's Loki, who agrees this little guy was the star of the show in this series. Loki is the first Marvel show of 2021 to premiere on Disney Plus and consists of 6 parts or so. Loki tells the story where Loki, after being arrested by the Avengers after the Battle of New York, does, being the god of mischief that he is, meddles with time and escapes their clutches, only to be imprisoned by the timekeepers, and they try and keep him under watch, but they can't hold Loki forever. Of course, he gets out and explores different worlds and timelines, and even befriends Salive, a female Loki. Huge, great big and special shout out to one of my dearest subscribers and friends on YouTube, Chelsea Ryan. Loki is her favourite Marvel character, and this is the review that she has wanted to see for nearly half a year now. So this review is well, mainly for her because I knew she'd love it so much, but also I'm glad I finally get the opportunity to sit down and talk about Loki with you guys, because boy do I have some thoughts to share. I'm honestly surprised that Loki was not given a solo movie. I guess they gave him a TV show because if they made this into a movie, it would receive the exact same criticisms of Eternals, where it would be considered overly convoluted and drawn out. But I am not shocked in the slightest that Loki received a TV show. Almost everybody I know worships Loki, and I know that it was a real blow to the fans when Thanos strangled him to death in Infinity War. So and there was even a lack of him in Endgame. So Marvel are saying to the fans, okay, so sorry for the lack of Loki in the final 2 Avengers movies. So here's all the Loki you can get, so you can have Loki to your heart's content with this show. And while Loki wouldn't be my favourite Marvel show 2021 anymore, it has now been dethroned by another, which I will talk about later. But as for Loki, I'm not Loki obsessed like most. I thought this was just going to be a does, but no. Loki is incredibly inventive and witty, and I'm not going to say it's a flawless show, because it ain't, but it will most certainly keep Loki fans happy. For the most part, it's held my interest, and Tom Hiddleston undoubtedly gives his number one performance as our titular god of mischief. How could you possibly make the guy who unleashed the Chitauri on New York and was responsible for the deaths of some civilians, and the guy who betrayed his brother actually likable? This show succeeds in expressing Loki's more empathetic and softer side, which was just dying to break out under it all. Sure, it doesn't forget that Loki always gets up to mischief, but yet there is still good in him, and he never intended to serve Thanos. Thanos just tricked him. He did try and get back at Thanos in Infinity War. But not only do we get one Loki in this show, be prepared. You get every single Loki ever to exist. Classic Loki, Kid Loki, even Alligator Loki. Alligator Loki being a shining star of this show for me. I remember being up close to an alligator in Gator Gulf when me and my mum and sister took a holiday to Florida in 2013, and they take the alligator's jaw down just for safety precautions and let the alligator walk on the plank of wood that we were walking on. We actually went, "Ah, the alligators are actually uh, highly misunderstood and rather sociable, and rather sociable." So I think that Alligator Loki is on his way to becoming a huge celebrity after this show. And let's not forget the new Loki with the most screen time, Saliva, Loki's a new best pal slash love interest, as she is on a quest of her own. And that Loki really gets to comfort her when she's feeling down. After all of the pain that Loki has felt throughout his complicated life, he really deserved this chance to find love. And Silver, I mean, she can give him more happiness than anybody. So if they make Loki season 2, which the ending does allude to that, please bring her back. Do not end her storyline here. Uh, and and Richard E. Grant as the original Loki. This is his first more light-hearted role after Disney got him as General Pride in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. You can see why they've kept him for Marvel too. This show's not only all about the Lokis, it's also all about the Timekeepers. Yeah, the Timekeepers had way more involvement than I thought they were going to, especially the lead woman, the judge who put Loki on trial for escaping and causing a time event that was never supposed to happen. I mean, she was a total girl boss, and the more we delve deeper into her and her intentions, the more I just went, wow. And and even that soldier who arrests Loki, she turned out to be a fully three-dimensional character when she has when she goes through a change of heart herself. And all the Timekeeper characters just had me on edge, like whose side are they going to take? And while Owen Wilson's character, the character who spends the most time with Loki, for me he's the most overrated of the show. He does seem to be the fan favorite, but his banter with Loki is a comedic marvel. And seeing him and Loki constantly bicker about everything. And Owen Wilson is going grey in this show. I mean, he's looking like a grandpa. And that's talking coin who looks like a character straight out of the Emoji Movie. Can't believe I brought up the Emoji Movie in a Loki review. I mean, she was such a sweetie pie, and this show gives you things that are totally out of the ordinary and weird when it does the end game route by focusing on time travel and changes in time. But that's what makes it so original and overflowing with imagination. And even the theme song when the opening titles come on sound extraterrestrial. If I was to do a ranking of the 6 episodes, well, episode 1 would be towards the bottom because that was just saturated with exposition and going into explaining the laws of time and how meddling in time is bad. Yeah, sitting through that was reading a novel with no illustrations for a essay or something. It was that tedious, and I didn't fully understand it at first, and I still don't fully understand what goes on in this show. It's that bizarre, but as it went on, it did get more action oriented, and it did go to different universes. And when Saliv was brought in, that's what hooked me in. And I have to say the finale is the weakest episode of them all. I mean, what a huge letdown. There was no epic final battle or anything like that after all that build up. After WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier's finales were the best episodes of their seasons. Loki's finale was just far too talky, and it was just literally Loki and Saliva listening to that dude in the purple robe who behaved like God talk forever. I'm like, uh, get something going already. I mean, you would think they'd have something a bit more grandiose than this for the finale. That says, that's a very final scene I did not see coming, and is a suitable cliffhanger for season two, which I pray has a more badass finale. So overall, despite a boring opener and a finale, episodes of 4 to 5 did surprise me and were enough to make me call this a satisfactory show. I just know Loki fans will be coming back for a second helping.
I give Loki 4 stars out of 5. Great show.
3 Marvel 2021 shows down, 2 to go. And by the way, just saw the pilot episode of Hawkeye on Disney Plus. Loved the heck out of it. Just that pilot episode alone confirmed it as my favourite Marvel show of 2021. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Loki? Is it your favourite or not exactly your favourite Marvel show of the year? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.